Hey everybody, I wanted to come on here today to talk to you a little bit about Maskcara Beauty. I know you've probably seen some of the posts that I've put on Instagram and all that, so now I actually want to come on here and show you a little bit about how it works, because it's a completely different type of system than we are used to using. I know it's different than anything I've ever used before, and Maskcara uses what they call a HAC, which is highlight and contour. So that's the basis of what we use on our face, is a highlight and a contour. Highlight you might think of as kind of like your foundation, but we don't actually pick like one foundation and then cover our entire face with it. So here's what they look like. Okay, so these are the highlights. So these are more kind of like your foundation. And you can use one color all over, you can use two colors. I'm going to show you how I actually use three sometimes, because you can use a certain color. Yeah, that's my little protege down there that I'm probably going to be fighting to keep her from taking my stuff off my table. But anyway, I'm going to show you how you can use certain colors, you know, to minimize like redness, or anything like that you have going on. And then you're going to put on your, you know, your more face foundation. And then there's a couple colors that we actually use to like brighten certain areas, like up under the eyes and all. So it creates this really like three-dimensional look on your face, and you're not just one solid color. These are our contours, not the pink one obviously, but these right here are a few of our contour colors, and they're all pretty universal. You know, if you like a much more subtle appearance, then you can go the lighter one. You know, if you like a more bold or dramatic appearance, you can go darker. So I'll show you more of those in a minute. We also, our blush. Oh, by the way, all these are cream, in case you didn't notice. All of these are cream based, which is amazing, because it just, your skin's gonna love it. But these are a few of our blushes. These are actually not this one. This one's actually our bronzer, but these are three of our cream illuminators. And then, of course, we also have a ton of eyeshadows and stuff as well. But anyway, we'll get to that later. So I just want to kind of dive right on in and show you just a basic face. I'm not going to get into like really doing my eyes and stuff. I just want to show y'all the main like hacking system. All right. So, great. So what I'm going to do is, oh, also, brushes. Maskcara has their own brushes, and they make a huge difference in how this makeup goes on, how it applies. And they feel so good. Can I have that, please? Can I have that? Thank you, sweet girl. Okay. All right, this is what we call the 30-second hack brush. If you start with a very like basic system to begin with, then I recommend getting this brush to start with. You can put your highlight on with this end, you can do your contour with this end, and your blush with this end. So if nothing else, if you can only afford to do like one brush to begin with, do this one. Please do this one. Yeah. All right. So what I'm going to do first is I'm going to apply June, which is this color right here, and it works. It works really well for me up under my eyes, and you only need like a little bit of this. You do not, because I mean, like I barely dabbed it in there, and look at that. So you only need a little bit of this, and it goes a long way. You just want to do a thin layer. I mean, I know some people prefer, you know, to have a heavier hand with their makeup, and that's perfectly fine. But with this system, that's what's great about it, is that you can choose to do a really light and natural look with it, or you can use a heavier look with it. But I don't know if you can tell how that just kind of eliminated like the darkness and all that that's up under my eyes that I always have. But June is one of the colors that's really good for that. Okay. The next thing I'm gonna do is like my basic all over color, and I'm gonna go with this color today, which is actually called Aura. And so then I'm going to put it mostly all over my face. Okay. All right. Now, keep in mind that you're going to also be putting on contour after this. So the areas that you know you're going to be contouring, you don't necessarily have to put the highlight there. So like where you put your contour, which we do right across our forehead up here, on your cheekbones, down the sides of your nose, you don't have to put any highlight there because you're going to be putting contour there. So what's the point? Everything these days to her is, oh, yeah, oh. This stuff to me is amazing because it gives you enough coverage to cover any imperfections, darkness, red spots, anything like that. But then it's still so light that, you know, if you're like me and you have freckles, they'll still kind of show through if you want them to. You can go darker and cover them up. But they'll still show through. And I mean, it doesn't even feel like you're wearing anything at all. Okay. This is really hard to do in your phone, by the way. All right, so that's my basic all over color. Let me add a little bit more. Okay, now I'm gonna take this color, which is called Linen, and it's like a super light color. Got a hair. Oh, hello, hair. Okay. And I'm just gonna put my finger, like I'm just gonna tap my finger in it. Aww. Hey, sweet baby. Aww, no. Oh! Baby, fall down. Alright, I'm also gonna put a little bit right here to lighten this area up. I'm gonna put a little bit down my nose and a little bit on my chin, because the idea is that you kind of want to have this bright like triangle, like, you know, upside down triangle actually, to give you light in the very center of your face. Okay, I'm gonna take our perfector sponge, which you've probably used something similar to this before, but we have our own makeup sponge. It's called the perfector sponge, and no, it doesn't normally look like this. This is what happens when your 1-year-old gets a hold of it with her teeth. So anyway, I need a new one. But you know how you would take this and you run it under water, you get it damp, and then you squeeze all the water out, take a towel and get all the water out because you just want it barely moist. Because if it's too wet, then it's going to take your makeup off. No, you just got your fingers in it. Stop. All right. But anyway, you may not want to use this, have to use this. I always do because I like the look that it just kind of takes the highlight and almost makes it like presses it into your skin, so it's like a second skin on your face. It's amazing, and it feels like a cloud. All right, so I take that and just kind of blend, press everywhere all over my face. There we go. All right, so now I'm gonna move on to my contour. The other really nice thing about this system is, like, once you get used to it, you can literally do your face in like 7 minutes. 7 minutes. It has cut down my routine so much. All right, this is our Detail Hack brush, which is really good for doing your contour with this little flat sort of end brush, and then you've got this other end for whatever else you want to use it for. So I'm going to use that, and I'm going to actually go with Indigo, which is right here. And it's like our darkest contour color, but I'm gonna use it today because I really kind of like it. But you just barely kind of tap this in there. It doesn't take a lot. And then you're just gonna run it right along your cheekbone right here. I mean, you can feel where it starts, and you're just gonna come along right here with it. Just like so. Put a little across my forehead. I always like to do a little bit up under my chin here to kind of give it that shadow. And then just kind of bring it down. Okay. I feel like there's not any up here, but I know there is. Alright, and you know, if you ever get carried away with it and you're like, ooh, I got too much or whatever, you can always take your brush that you put your highlight on with and you can just kind of blend it back into its place, like so. Alright, I'm going to take our detail hat brush to do the sides of my nose. So I take just the very side of it right here and just barely dab it into my contour, and then I'm just gonna run it right alongside my nose here. Just like that. All right, then I'm gonna flip it around to this end just to kind of like blend it in. And if you want to, you can go back and take your perfector sponge and then you can press it in again to make sure it's good and blend it in with your highlight. Like that. Okay. Now I'm going to put on our cream bronzer that we have. It's the Bella bronzer. And it is amazing. And I'm going to use our big floofy brush here, which is our B squared brush. It's blush and bronzer. So I'm just going to use it and get me a little bit of bronzer on there. And then I'm just going to start putting it all over wherever you would want a little bit of warmth. This stuff is the best ever. It just really warms up your face. You know, gives you that extra little bit of sun glow. Oh, she's in my closet going, aw, tearing up God knows what. Okay. That's that. Oops. Okay. All right. Now, we have a setting powder. It's our Vanilla Dust setting powder, and it's this right here. It's the only one we have. A lot of people don't even use it. You don't have to use it if you don't want to. If you feel like you need it because you're extra oily, then you can always take it and just put it in, those areas. It really doesn't, it's totally up to you, however you want to use it. Sometimes I use it, sometimes I don't. I do like to use it sometimes though, around my eyes, just to kind of set that area and to give a better base for when I put on my eyeshadow. So I take our power brush, which is this guy. It's got a flat end right here and then this angled end, and I just kind of put a little bit of our setting powder around my eyes, because it's going to help my eyeshadow stay in place. And also it sets the highlight up underneath my eye. Oh wow, it sounds like she's in my jewelry in there. That's awesome. All right. Like I said, I'm not going to get into my eyes, but normally this is where I would go in and I would do my eyebrows and my eyeshadow and all that, but I'm not doing that today. So I'm just going to skip right on ahead to blush. I'm going to go with our Black Cherry, and I know that that looks super dark, but it's really not that bad. And what's really, what I'm looking for, and what's really amazing about our, what we call our blush, they're actually a lip and cheek, so they double. You can use it as a blush and on your lips, so I'll show you how that works. So I'm going to go back to our 30-second hack brush, lightly run it across the Black Cherry. You're just going to want to pop those cheeks out, and put a little bit on there. See how pretty that is? It just gives me a nice little bit of color. Just a little bit. But I mean, of course, you can always go darker if you want. You can keep adding it, see? You can just keep adding it. It's very buildable. I almost feel like I almost look like a clown now. I'm not a heavy makeup kind of girl. Okay. Then you would put on your Illuminator. I'm gonna go with our Rose Gold, which is this one right here. And you can just take your finger and rub it across it, and you're just gonna put it, you know, where you would normally want to have a little bit of extra highlight, where the sun might hit, like right here, up underneath your eyes. You can do it right here on your brow bone. You can do it inside your eyes right here. Do a little bit on the end of your nose, your Cupid's bow, wherever you want to accentuate a little bit. And that's that. And I'm done. And it's 17 minutes with me running my mouth and all of that. Oh, I forgot to show you. This is the Black Cherry. On your lips. So that is basic run through of how to do the hacking system with mascara. And I don't know if you guys can really tell, ignore my eyebrows and my eyes, but how much dimension it gives you, the coverage it gives you. And what I love about it is how it makes your face feel. I don't feel like I'm even wearing makeup. This stuff does not run. It does not wear off. It lasts all day. It lasts through an exercise session. It's amazing, and your skin's gonna love it. It makes your skin healthier. So much so that, like now in the mornings, before I do my makeup, I don't even have to put moisturizer on anymore. I put on like a little vitamin C serum. I spray on a little bit of a primer. We have our own setting spray, the Stay Spray. Put a little bit of that on, and then put my makeup on. I don't even need moisturizer, and that's saying a lot because my skin has gotten really dry with age. So, you know, the cream base and the foundation is enough now that that's all I need, and my face does not feel dry for the rest of the day. So anyway, that's just a quick little thing on our Maskcara Beauty. If you have any questions, please message me, ask me. If you want to get a color match, I'll be glad to do that. If you're local and you'd like to come by for a little makeover to try it out, please let me know and I'll be glad to do that. My website is linked in my bio, so please give it, you know, check it out. All right, guys, thanks. Bye.